Hey gang, I just made it back already. I'm sorry, but I will never say this anything again here.
Good to be back with you here, warrior. I was really thinking of yours. Haven't you just do anything possible that, like you've been out here with someone else that you have came with with your friends, the last time you done?
I only met Waluigi once. I just really was thinking of that. I don't know what I was doing. I just couldn't be sworn of what I was just trying to think of it again. And I don't know what to tell you. There was too much for me to think about it. And just think of me. I don't have anything else to do. What is wrong with me? How come everybody is all white already watching on me?
Well, it's because you're definitely kind of a weird man. And that's why, because everyone was just looking at you. Don't be cruel. Do what you can do. There's a lot of chances that you really wanted to try to take your time with.
Who cares about that? Nothing to say about it. I don't think that's not the right way I was gonna go for. I was a little worried about Warrior. For so much, he definitely thinks about me. Do you think I just really want to marry this guy? Don't marry Warrior. Please do not marry Warrior. He's a little mean, and he knows that was all his fault that he has just done. Okay, please calm down there. Calm down. Don't be really mad right now.
Yeah, please. Flower, it's not really nice to say that anyway. Just do what you got to do. Don't be cruel like anybody. I always say that this next competition could be anything that we can imagine. I'll talk to Mephone. Maybe he's right down there where right at the stages.
So, it's definitely another day here for the show. I guess that it might be a very fun one that we can definitely do here for us. What do you think there, Paintbrush?
Absolutely. It's been a very nice, comfortable day so far. Without Nickel, I guess we are definitely safe.
True to me, you always bet that one. Even though time has always been here for so long, I would have just thinking, there might be one thing that you would like to do for me. I would like to be the next host to be here for this show. I'll try doing something a special guest here, and then I will try to do something here for the contestants who would like to do for the next contest. It's very indeed on this one.
Wait. So, Spoon, are you saying that you're going to be the next special guest to be here on the show? This doesn't look right, because we're supposed to be here for talking on the show, and the main person has to go with the randomizing character. And it shouldn't be like just one-on-one in each scene, like me or anybody. It doesn't have to be anybody else's there, Silver Spoon.
Why do you have to say that in front of me? In front of a whole audience that you're trying to, talk to me there, OJ?
It's because what we need to do is we have to, bring things up here. One person here for the special contestant will have to go up here on the show. And for most importantly, we don't want anybody else to try to, think of it ahead. We don't want anybody to try to take it over with. And that might be a big problem. I don't want Luigi Guy to get upset. And for that point, it'll be no good.
Scripted rules is just very important and just a thing that I need to do something a little bit more different. And for my files, even Cabot, and even including this one here, for Silver Spoon, this one gives us here a more information here. Yeah, definitely what you need to do that for me.
You maniac! You've never seen that one coming out there before. How would you know if anything else is happening to yours?
I wouldn't tell anyone. Nobody would ever know what the status is here, Silver Spoon. Unless if you know these things importantly, then we may not have anything else to say. No, anybody can. Especially the eliminated contestants who really wanted to go on the show. Like Tea Kettle, Fan, Life Rain, Cubby, and of course, Blueberry for as well.
But Blueberry is not here on the show at that point. He doesn't want to do anything. Unless he really wants to try to think things and plan in more words. It never happens to me. Nobody.
Stick to yourself. Not on me, please.
Very well out there. I will be fine if I can. But don't be mind. I had to try something out here even more focused at this point. I dare you, but you have to do this thing right on your own.
What? Are you crazy? The only mind is never gonna try to take things up here with another example? Give me a break, would you think?
I would never take a break out there. Never ever. I'm going back down here. You'll see how this one comes up.
Jeez, what is wrong with this guy?
I can't believe it out there. He never really wants to appreciate it more. Never than anybody else. I'm never going to see anyone who wants to try to think things over again. Ever.
You have to calm down there, Silver Spoon. You can't just ignore anybody's feelings out there. And over than that, we will never ruin our show. We don't want to do that thing again. Unless you really wanted to try to mess things up, it's going to be a big fault.
Then what's the steal of this one? What's the granted wish you want to say about this?
Let's try to keep it calm, and this time, we'll see how this one goes. Hey guys, I have something to show you. Oh, something interesting you wanted to see? Yes, I just wanted to show you things here for the Never contest. Something that you might have figured here, and I wanted to show you guys for the next contest for the contestants that we'll do for the show. I'll bring Mephone out. Hey Mephone, I have something here for you. You're not going to believe what this next contest is, but I'll show you what it is. Just come over here, would you think? Sure. Oh, looks like you have another contestant that you wanted to bring things on. I wonder what this looks like. I have never seen what this comes up with.
Is it a mile-high cake or something? I don't even just see anything. And I would have bet that this would have been just like the same height, just like the one in the show.
No, this is not the one that we are talking about here from the show of an Anime Insanity Invitational. I'm just saying it before. It looks like a tallest cake, but here's the difference one. I have compared it into something else that the competitors would like to play a game, and I know just the thing. And there's one thing that you can always imagine, like I will show this one to you guys, that you will never forget this. From this moment apart, to try to play the game and have fun. That is a great idea, for my opinion, to show you guys what it is.
Like a deputy. I would have just seen like there's anything else going on right down there. Maybe there might be another way that we can get this thing from here. Hopefully the audiences they may be liking it so far. Even tested for myself can be another thing that we really like to do for each other. It may be a best time in our lives.
I hope you'll never try to escape someone and try to take your steals away. Don't ever mess it up with the only man himself in comfortable kind.
Whatever. There is much thing that I really would like to say about this one here, Silver Spoon. I have not taken anything away, and that's the only thing I really wanted to try. And this is what I am going to call for another great solution here. This next game should be a one fantastic one that you are going to love this one here for much as possible. You can love that too. Behold, my newest game invention, the Super Stack of Jenga! What is that? Is that your creation that you really want to make the contestants to make another great stopping angle who wants to try to put up a gaming stack like it's a tower collapsing? It's not a tower collapse, but this is what I really wanted to make something a little tricky for the contestants who wants to play a game. I can always understand this one here. The stack from the 2 Mile High cake, it says, whoa, that is way too big. Suit yourself. Much more unique plants out there. Looks like Jenga's massive.
Check it out. This is the biggest size that nobody has ever seen here before. And I think that one of the contestants could try to take it out and then place it back on the top. I mean, that would be a great choice out there. I really like this one here too. My thing is just only a bigger choice. Lots of stimulation in between here, and you wanted to give that one a run.
Well, it's maybe tough though, but honestly with more, in fact, it can be tough to try to hit the deck on the board until it falls and then collapses.
Technology is the only way that we want to think of yours. The ultimate of this prize is definitely whatever size stack. I always think of something much more that I can feel, like it's a bunch of loads of ice cream cake. He really likes this one here so much. It's delicious.
I don't think this doesn't look right here, Silver Spoon. That's supposed to be a Jenga block, not a full ice cream, like you put things up here on your appetite for your kind of dessert.
Oh, and why is that even possible that you really wanted to talk to me like that?
Pure simple. You just really can't just do anything like you really wanted to do here, Silver Spoon. Even with the honors, of course, I don't know if the contestants are going to try to, fix it out right away. This may be very tough, though, and Ultimate understands. I think Test Tube has one.
Science rules needs to know the thing. It's definitely what the technology is, but that is just more thing that we need to know for.
It's more than difficult range to try to think things up here. I wouldn't think about that one here, Silver Spoon. If this looks like a fear of this ice cream to deserve this one, I don't think that may not be the right choice for you to take.
Oh, you thought so? You're right. I would never take it anyway, but this was all that happens to me. I must be improving it that I really wanted to take.
Hey, the show is running. We have to get started. Places, everyone. Places.
That's right. Everybody take your seats. We're about to begin the show. This is what we have to do, freaks. For real concentration. Now I'll give it off to Mephone to take it from here, from the queue. Mephone, all yours. Whenever you're ready, we get started. We're ready. Okay, all yours. Show us what you got. Live from this amazing part of the show, this is another episode here that we bring things on in between the two of the deals for an amazing new episode to bring from the host from the TV show. This is where we bring things on to give it all we have got here.
Just the one thing. I think you might be thinking, what is the problem with your only voice accent? You know, every day you would have just felt like this would have been the only thing that we really like to take. And for more importantly, this would never try to hurt someone who wants to go for their feelings. I have always seen the people who really like to watch this show. But I've always been showing us what this all has turned out. This amazing new episode was bringing things in here together. And with only feeling that it might be possible to do it for anything. No, more than ever. It's more than a perfect designing that we would like to take things here. And for a moment at that point, we would try to keep it from here. All that simple, just like we did. So,
Stop talking! I had to concentrate this one. Now you're distracting everybody.
I expected if you'd been here all alone, you wouldn't even try to take your only example if you tried to wish there.
Don't talk back to me. I had enough of you. You're trying to be in snatch on me. Let's keep it down there, guys. Science knows the rules. More quiet, more talking. The less people talking, more positive attitudes. We can make the great deal here to have it all down. Right, OJ? That's right, Test Tube. Back to you, Mephone. Is everything okay? We're okay, but sorry for a little interruption here. And now, it's time to bring things here for the show. Welcome to another amazing deal of this episode. And for amazing guests, we all have seen many viewers who really like to watch it and support. And now, I present to you one of amazing of this new event to try things up here in between the next two contestants, in between those two. That will be the next one to be coming up in a moment. And now, here's your host from the deals. This is where we all bring in MC that we always bring here for together. Here's Chris Luigi Guy.
Whoa, that could work. And I'm not just saying you don't have to be commenting here at this point. This may be a great new contest. Who may figure? I might like this idea. This might be something impressive that I'd like to do for things on your own. I could figure that one. Who would know? It's just more what I have. Please forgive.
We wish we did something we haven't liked. And our friend counter, we have it all right. To tell the truth that we all bring out. And something else we should have brought things out. Never gonna rest it all again. We bring all day, all long of the clue we bring. There is no other way we bring it all again. And we find the right, it's time for show. Too late of the night, of the time we bring. And now we find a way to find what is the price of. What is it, guys? Because there's a new show we bring us here for the night and won't stop improving. Hello, audiences. Welcome back to another episode of The Deals. We bring things here for a moment's excitement of the truthment. We bring things here together with a lot of happening here around for this show. We bring things contestants here from the matchups. Everywhere where we play here, from contest to contest, elimination, from retrieval, that we bring things here for the game. And one person can be the only winner for the whole entire deals as a champion. For an up case here, this might be the next one that we like to take things on here. For one thing, a moment in time, I got something else to say, that this was a very successful day here to be bringing things up here for 4th of July at this point. I'm not born the 4th of July, don't ask me where am I from. I'm not in Paradise Island. I have one thing to say. Is everybody excited to have a next contestant who would like to be joining in the game? If you're ready, I want you to please make some noise if you're ready for the next contest and with the next competitors. Oh yeah. I think we're gonna be loving this one here for the next episode of this one. Probably we might do things a little bit more on the different sides here. And as we're being said here, I'm about to perform one of the biggest next competitors who are ready for this matchup. Behold, another hero in the villain attack. I'd like to think things off here to try to think of it again and more of a sky to try to think things on. And for being said, Mephone, who are the next contestants that will be taking the battle, and do for the next one.
Sure. Anyway, the next contestants that I will be bringing things here to give things up here to give it another try. This one is the ultimate one that we can never try to go anywhere from here to there, especially with you viewers who are watching. Oh, I don't have to comply that. For most of the part, I think there's one thing that we can go for, and audiences as well. We have a next contestant. Meet Sonic the Hedgehog. Welcome back to the game. That was even just impressive. Thanks for letting me join in, Mephone. My always time's pleasures. It looks like you're ready for our next matchup here, to give things up here to go for our next battle. And on the other corner, we have somebody here that might be joining here on the other side. And I don't know who will it be. Well, honestly with that one, it may be tough. I don't see anybody going around here. I just need some help here to give things up here another look of the eye. The view needs me.
Especially, we may have someone else here that could be bringing us here.
You think so? What's the deal with this one here? Why are you saying this? And who's gonna be in it next? Oh, wait. I just spot something.
I think science have a problem.
Houston, I think there is somebody there.
No one has ever seen it like this before.
It's nothing but you wanting to give things up to. Even especially you here, Silver Spoon.
You don't even say. I would never want it.
Incoming alert. I don't really think this is never gonna happen.
We never do.
I'm Dr. Robotnik. I've always come here from Scratch and Grounder, who are here most of the time, who really likes to become a pulpit. I've always bring things back here where I have it belong. What on earth are you two doing it here? Sir, Grounder has already been eliminated, and it's only me right now. I was even like a very headache. Just more, but I really want to think about it. And now it's only up to me there. What you have done? Why is Grounder not here with us? He's eliminated, sir. Definitely eliminated. What? That's not even fair or possible. I need him back right now. Whoever dares to try to find someone here, I will take it as revenge to try to stop someone.
Whoa, Dr. Robotnik, you better just try to take it away from me. I would never try to complain about yours for everybody who wants to do things in a lifetime.
Is that a hedgehog? Well, nice to meet you again. Who knows about that blue thing? I've always hated that hedgehog. He never does this to me anymore. No one cares. No one cares about me. I'm the genius.
Wait a second. What are you doing? Who the heck are you? And why are you in here for this part of the show? What is going on here? Are you trying to convince the audience that you're trying to take it over?
No, I'm not taking over your show. Nor over anybody else. I want to be in a show. From Luigi Guy, I would like to be in the contestant. May I please join in?
Are you trying to convince that you are going to be trying to take it over the show, this one, Dr. Robotnik? It should never be the one thing that Mephone has just said to yours in between the early attacks. I don't even think the audience may never realize this. Does anybody really think that Dr. Robotnik has taken things over with from Scratch and Grounder?
Well, it looks like I just seen. I wasn't even trying to think about it. I never seen. I was thinking. But we don't have one. We only have Dr. Eggman, and then that's what everyone has one. I don't even think that Dr. Robotnik was even here.
Objective! I have the only rules of this opinion. It's the only honor rules about this one. For even the cases of this one is only the problem that we have always been bringing things out. That's what the whole rule has always been, taking things over like we really wanted to do it before. Not everybody really wants to try to be their own heroes and then try to take over the villains. And villains taking over the heroes. We will never try to consecrate this one, no even pro training necessary. We will never try to excavate it by anybody else. We will never try to take it over from anybody else on its own setup. We could try to do is to defend it and let just them not do a fight and just go right into the game that we would like to play. They like to do on their own instead of going on the battle smash. But what? That is really unnecessary.
They never do. They never do always. I've always been seeing things like I've spoken before.
This is unfair. Unnecessary about in between the next two battles matchup.
They'll never do. Always need to think that one. Much more than they need to have.
I'm configured like I just never did. Why does anybody want to do that?
The orders are proclamatory. I suppose say nothing like they did here before.
Interesting to me. I have lots of words to say. This should never try to to face anybody who wants to do things on their own. I can't agree anybody. They'll never do it.
You especially think it's possible? Get lost. There's no way that you could definitely do it here.
Warrior, I'm trying to do my own thing. Why are you trying to convince me like you did here before? Please, stop with the voice. We need to get back into this one. There is not much time left and you can think about it.
Okay, if you say so. Please grow up.
Well, I wouldn't appreciate anybody's growing up behaviors. There's going to be a lot of worse that we have here.
Well, I don't even think that's never gonna happen. I really think it might be scary.
I shall see that you might be here for this next contest if you already have signed it up. So, it looks like that you're ready to take the attack. In the meantime, I think the next contest is about to be showing things here. And here, Luigi Guy, we have something here for you.
Oh, looks like they have something here. Oh, I think this might be a great choice if we could definitely try to take the tackle games that we like to do. Most important fact, it's definitely in between those two. In between Sonic the Hedgehog and Dr. Robotnik. That is more what I like to think about it ahead. And here's the fact. Even though we couldn't just try to think of it ahead, if the most person who doesn't stuck it over and then has the last toppled safe, that means that the other person will be knocking down the Jengas they will be doing here so far. I'm about this thinking, why don't we have a bunch of people to rejoin the battle here? Everybody's been out there too long since last year. It's always been too much here to think of it every episode. I'd be like to do something small in between those two. It might be a great fact. And now, I'd like to explain the rules here as I just say, Son of Beast, explain the rules to me here and show how it's done. Let's bring him up to one of the hostess here, part of the channel, Mr. Son of Beast.
Good luck there, Son of Beast. Show them what you got here. I think you're gonna be totally a best one to have. Just do for it as you can. Good luck. Do for your best as you wish. I'll try to feel more confidence for yours. If you want my petals,
I'll have petals later here, Flower. I will do my best.
Good luck for yours. I think you're gonna be a fantastic man to get the things along. Just do it for your wish. Good luck.
Thanks there, Clover. Hey, two. Dr. Robotnik and Sonic the Hedgehog. For those of you, another Sonic of the hero. And also, of course, the villain. Now, we also really call it for the bad guy. I mean, I'm not really suiting it this way. Here is one of the rules for this game that you might need to know for your knowledge testing. This strength also requires for a lot of a dimensional and for the staple connection in between from the falling of the building collapse and also with the last piece of the Jenga to be safe. I have one thing to show you guys how this one is, and here is where we get to this point. Each team will have two releasements here. One of each person will start using this one with the block and place it right on the top. The other person has to do the same thing and then place it here on the top at each cost. Now there is a bunch of blocks that will be able to do some inform. Each blocks will definitely move at this point, but if it stays solid, you might have to try to avoid things that may be coming here right from the rainbow of the blocks. The person who does it the most will try to take it down like a champ to earn their way here on with your next stage of this event. However, the last person who accomplishes to take the block and the tower falls over, your game is finished. In between the two, it's a tough balance strength, but I think most people are going to love playing this Jenga. It's a piece of a connection and story's high in between those two, and you'll become a Jenga master here. It's definitely what everybody really loves to play here for the most. And that's what you're going to become, a one of the bestest person to give things all that you can. So, are you two ready for the matchup of the Jenga topple competitions? Oh yes, indeed. I'm with ya.
Dear, I'll just try thinking of myself out there. Man, tough ones always last that long. Now remember, you can't just waste it too long at this point, so for your time, I will be seeing how well you guys take. And with the last person to make it for the best towers, the other person collapse, they will win. And the game will be all over to see who will try to pick who will rejoin the contestants that we have. Now, the contestants that have already been eliminated, there are some couple others who wants to get right here and do it again. We'll get to that one here later for that point. And now, please step up to the podium to get started for this matchup.
I can't believe it. He's just trying to do things on his own. He really wants to try to think things up with. He's taking it over. Shh. Can you please be quiet? I need to hear something here. Please, don't not shout there, Silver Spoon. I'm watching you. I will try to be quiet out there. Just more be careful this one. Science got a big project. They try to hit things on the deck. It's the rule of technology.
Ah, that's the spirit. I always think that is definitely one of the bestest. Even more than complicated on this one here than Balloon staying up there. Oh, Balloon. Hope you'll be okay up there. I'm good. I'll be okay. Just face me if you can.
Two matchups are the only tough teams that ever wants to place things over into each other. But not for this guy. He was looking for at this Sega one of Sonic. He really thinks that he disliked it with this Sonic the Hedgehog one. Hey, you don't need to speak like that. I won't ever try to think about it, your words here. Who never wants to show things off? I don't have to give a crumb. Try not to speak in front of me if you want to say something in front of back, as you can. It's not worth what you're trying to give it things up to. Don't try to convince anybody. It's everyone's game. That's what we do here for most. Exactly right, Bunny. Anyway, back into this one here. Once this contestant, it comes down to this. The last person that wants to finish things off must accomplish to try to do things together. And order with this block, it's the tallest one. So think carefully and do best as you can. Are you ready for the Jenga blocking to take the topple up to the next highest point?
Ready, sir. We're definitely ready.
Ah, ready indeed. Hopefully this one comes in here. You'll see me if I will try to take yours down a bit. I will be the master of this one here. You can't take it over from me if you want.
And the decision of this order is about to flip. As it comes here, this one goes. It will be Sonic the Hedgehog. Alright, Sonic the Hedgehog, you start first. We start the battle.
Okay. This is an interesting one. I gotta figure things up here. This is definitely the highest of the ranking. I'm not sure which one to go for. It's very tough to be honest though. Even opinions, I'll never try to take the advantage. Okay, looks like I could try to do things on my own. We'll see how this one goes. That should do the trick. Always easy for a piece of cake.
Next up, Dr. Robotnik. I'm seeing something out there I would like to take things over with. Just a little bit more and focus here. Go, Dr. Robotnik! You can do it! Why, yes, this might be only the time I want. You will see. Which one do I want? I'll try this one. That's what I call it. Easy way wants me to do it.
It looks like a tough neck was in between the range. There may not be anybody who really would like to try things again.
Cheer up anyway. It's just, number one that wants to get right through it here.
Tough Matters, always been reliable, and with this connection, it might have a great rule to give that one a succeed.
He lots of got great memories out there. Lots of knowledge to make that rule. A tough one is always in bounds. I hope that Dr. Robotnik may be happy to be here. Might be surprised for us. I can definitely tell that one that he can be amazing at this point. Just stay confident, Sonic the Hedgehog. Stay confident.
Wow, they're pressuring you at this point. Hopefully this one is for you, Sonic.
Go, Sonic, go, please win. I really want you to do this for me and for everyone. Looks like everything is turning out very good so far. So far, so good. But there's still more to keep things up here. Let's see who is able to take the next one to try to take the next step. Pinpoint accuracy. Looking very sharp and steady. That's a lot of knowledge.
Dr. Robotnik needs to find another way to get the solution to keep things up. If he tries to fail things up and the tower collapses, it will be lost and I will be out of reach to end the game here.
I hope this never comes out here. Please don't. Please don't take advantage for this.
Come on. I gotta get this one.
Hey, doing a little bit better at this one. Once they try to put things up here. Most of all, it's what's been time that comes here together. Hopefully, I will take things over here. I won't even judge on your variety, kid. You don't know anything. I'm not literally an kid. Do you see? I've got a lot of words when you're scubby. You don't know this one. I may not know where I come from, but you'll see. Hopefully, he could definitely try to take a win here for you, Grounder. Hopefully, he will. At least for honest expectations. He will do great.
Mephone, I don't know what to do with Sonic. It's okay, again. You'll do things what you can definitely do.
Okay. Honestly, with those opinion, I guess.
I might have something to do with other ones instead. There might be someone who wants to try to keep things up here on the attack. So we may have a solution to keep things up with. Let's try to keep a concentration while you check on the door and around and anybody here. We don't want anybody to be coming in here. Unless if they're visitors, they can allow it. I will. Do lots of things that you could definitely do. What wanted to do with your job? I'll keep in touch with you guys. Do for your best. Just try to keep a connection in between. Ooh, this was a tricky stack. I always seen it going. I might have to think of it ahead. There might be more that I can find out. You will see. Honestly, with more opinions than this one. Tough one to be at last.
Now we're cooking for more. It's a tough one to try to go in between the attacks. This seems pretty tough. Honestly, to go with this opinion, it definitely does it for here for one thing for a reason. Hopefully this might not be the only one to get collapsed over with for the tower.
Expected traitor who wants to be like that. I could see. There must be something else I wanted to think about that. Maybe this one could be a little more interesting there. I have a plan, a great idea. That was a shame it's called. That was tricky for the one of Dr. Robotnik. Ooh, man. We are going to be really tight battle in between.
I was wondering, how does it really just stay there and balance like this? How is it tricky to try to take it over with?
Well, this honorable mismention is trying to keep it for in the moment of the attack. This is the only one that happens to be just like that. For the same time and consequences here, Jenga pieces could definitely put things together in the right way. These attackings are not just a joke, but the only thing that happens to be the one of the most is definitely to keeping eyes on the target of this prize. That's what we totally need here. In between those two, and these two, and definitely down here on the bottom. That's what we do here for the competitions. It's definitely what everybody wants. Tough one to be here for at last.
I would expect that when here is just more than I would have felt than without having my good grand cake. I don't even appreciate what everybody here for this season. I will never try to. I'll have to find my own one. Hoping my princess is definitely there.
Just forgive up, won't you?
No. You won't even judge about that one here.
You'll never try to speak up again, won't you think?
I won't even try to think of an example at this point. This is a hard battle in between, ruining our appetite here.
Hey, our teams are just the only great appearance. We do our best the same. Definitely the true always here.
Oh man, there's not other options to go with another choice. Starting to get a little wobbly out here. Might have to just time it right on your own.
I've always been complaining about this one. What am I seeing here? It's just nowhere to look. At least someone will have to say it from here just for myself. More than anybody who wants to try to keep things up here. Wish is for wishing. This is for me. Let me do the trick.
Phew. Looks tough to be at last.
Inconvenient might be something else I want. Let me try. I got a plan. Might be a super Robotnik.
What else should I do here? This is a tough one to try to make this one a little bit tough for me. Sonic can definitely try to do things on its own.
So nothing spoiled out there. I've never seen like this. I'll be more genius if you take it over here. You'll never try to beat me anyway.
Oh yeah, think again. There's another way that you can never show things up to possible ones that you've ever seen before. I've got the handle of this one on my own. Starting to get a little shaken up a bit. You see here, it's starting to lean a little bit wobbly.
Think quick here, Sonic. Think of the end. You can do this. Just do what you can. Give it all you got. You got this.
So it's coming along very nicely at this point. So the Beast, How did you make your own creation that you have done here to make this challenge here for the contestants to show how it's done here so far, and how well you have come up with the creation of this game?
Oh, this is my creation that I haven't done here so far. So wasn't able to do a Super Jenga at this point. There might be something else here that I have just tried to figure it out what it looks like. So far, however, this is definitely one of the biggest games here that we have ever seen before. I've always seen many people playing the big Jengas here outside of the patio doors, also from outside the backyard, from that length outside. It's super big. I can honestly say that it was so huge and ginormous. Also, the biggest tower. I've never done it so far, and I wanted to try to create one if I can. So I would to do a lot of technique skills and then show how it's done. And with that one, it could be a very tough one to try to put the next Jenga block here on the top of a tower to stack it up. And then for the other one, this might be the tough one to try to make it here as last as you are safe.
That's the spirit. Well done, son of beast. I always give you a hand, a thumbs up.
Well, it's been very good to you so far. In between the two, as I've always been mentioning you. You've been helping us with a great next contestant. Also with the encouragement that gives things here for the people from the audiences to you here for the host. Tough one to be always at this point. Thank you so very much. I hope they'll be able to check it out if I'd like to do one. My challenge could be a little bit more complicated, but you'll get the fact. I've always done it very hard. Tough ones always matter.
Come on, Sonic, you can do this. Come on, you gotta fight for the feelings. You can do it. I will do, Sally. I will definitely do always. Let's give it the next one. Hold it steady here still. Just keep it right in here. There we go. Good boy.
Who felt this? I need something else here, more strength. This might be something real important.
You can do it, Dr. Robotnik. Go for the win. You got this.
I'm trying to find something else. This could be a complicated one. Let me see if I can try to fix things up. I hope I don't do anything there possibly wrong.
Starting to get a little wobbly going on. Ooh, this is tough one. Imbalance in between those two. The next one could be it. Oh boy. I hope I can't waste it too much as I wanted to get things up to try.
Who never knows? You could be the last one to be out of the game, and you'll be stuck with me, with Dr. Robotnik. You will find out who you would like to choose. You'll never know who it comes out there by.
Don't take the risk out there. It's not safe. Do what you can definitely do. Always imagine that if there's another way to get things right around with. You don't have to go with anybody. Finish this game. Do what you can do. You got this. It's the best of the two. Who's going to win? And find out who will be able to win the game of Jenga. Might be tough ones out there. Might be showing them who's going to be on their own. That's a tough one for Sonic the Hedgehog. Now it's on for the last one who wants to take this biggest chain of the reaction. And we may know who will try to win. Now it's Dr. Robotnik's turn. Will he win? Or will the tower crash?
This is impossible. I've never seen like this one here before. I would have seen what's going on with this one. May have something else to think about it. Who never knows? It might be something else I have. I'll try to think of it more. Oh boy. Please don't spoil this. I have nothing to lose your patience here. There's nothing.
Still no tower collapse yet at this point. It's a tough battle. Oh my gosh. That was tricky. It sure is now. It's a tightness battle. It's about to collapse. This could be it.
Give some promises out there.
Time is up. The tower has already been collapsed. Unfortunately, now it's already over. We have a winner. That goes to Sonic the Hedgehog. Congratulations. You are the Jenga Master. A tough releasement to bring it super at this point of time with your best accuracy and motion. Congratulations, Sonic the Hedgehog. Ha, thank you very much. Honest to be pleasure, this one. Tough one to be in balance, though. Here's honesty. Yours trophy is kept. This is for you. Congratulations. Always know, 5 weeks in a row. Always do for something else. Anyway, thanks very much here. I'm gonna go check out with Dennis. See ya, man. Race toward like anybody. And Dr. Robotnik, let's spot your slow motion noticing from your ultimate of how this piece has collapsed. And see how this happened.
It appears that the Jengas have already been tipped, and with that, it has already been collapsed right toward the edge of it, from back to front, in between the sides of it. This falling gravity turns to be a toughness in the inbounding. I'm sorry, Dr. Robotnik, but that should end with yours a failure. What? The failure? Should see mine coming out there. I've always hated that blue hedgehog. You don't say. This always happens to be yours. I guess you had to go home. Forget that. I'll be back next time. I would do it like I would mean it. Wow, tough one's inbound. Well, good try anyway. You played great out there. Silence! Your mistakes don't matter. You have to stay out. Now you, get out. What? Why would you say that? It should never be happening like this. Why would Dr. Robotnik do that anyway? I'll be back there, Sonic the Hedgehog, when we meet again at the timing. You won't see it anyway. Well, good job, Sonic the Hedgehog. You done great. Thank you. Always know for yours much. I'm always like the toughest person that always been here. I bet you would. Tough when I always say so. It's tough one to be honest. Anyway, that should be able to do with the Jenga. And that means Sonic the Hedgehog, you can choose who decides who want to rejoin the battle and get back into this game if you would like to do it again in between. You don't have to choose any of our contestants. You can choose one of the contestants that wants to rejoin the competition. It's your choice in between. You go with the figure. Honestly, most opinion about this one here. There is so much to say about that. We have his Router, we have his Sonic, then Sonia, then Grounder. I was thinking whatever I wanted to do. Well, I'll just have to let the audiences know. Maybe they have their choice to go with their voting polls. There might be some other ways that we can get things off to a try. It's all we have here.
I'm just gonna be putting a hold at this point, so I will do it from here. Okay, I guess you will have a good plan here. Until the next episode, you will be back to it for another one. At least you can't go wrong with anybody. And now, I should bring things back over to Luigi Guy. This is Son of Beast. I hope you all enjoy this part of the game. And it always took a long time to just build things up here. And that was a challenge. Big size. Whoa. That is just a bunch of Jengas. You can call that one here a Jenga block set. Now, that's all I really have to go for. A great technique. Back to you, Luigi Guy. Good night, everyone.
Alright. Well, fun one it is. The other days is always happen to be here. Well, thanks for that. It's been great honors to have this game. A huge round of applause to Son of Beast and Sonic the Hedgehog and Dr. Robotnik for amazing Super Jenga model sets. Alright. Well, fun day it is here, folks. I guess that Sonic the Hedgehog has a lot of determination in between. Well, audiences, you have your own thoughts. We have 4 that are eliminated here. We have is Wouter, Sonic, then it's Grander, and of course, Sonia. There's a lot of choice that we can bring things option here to bring it back again and again. That might be the only one thing that might be the tough one to be out here for the last one to show how it's done. In the meantime, that should do you for as much. Audiences, you have your own thoughts. You pick it right ahead of your screen. And for the next episode, we'll see where it go figure in between those two. Let's see how this one goes here, happening in between the rest of it. Anyways, thanks for watching here for amazing part. We hope everything is turning out to be great for the dears, and we will tune in next time for more of amazing matchups in betweens of this one information to bring things on here for the game. I've always seen you, but I'm looking here for the shining light. Not really, actually. You can always see my head. Probably. And with that should do here for this part. And with all the crews, Son of Beast, Mephone, all the crews, I am Luigi Guy, and this has been your presentation here of the deals of Son of Beast Corporation. This is determined to be one of the best of its kind. A whole day's a whole wacky world. And for that, we'll stick around here for the next one, so turn in for more for the next episode of the deals. Get famous, be the only person, and win for each contest. Have a good night, everybody. Get home safe. Adios, amigos.
Well done there, Luigi Guy. You did it!
Thanks so much there, Mario. Let's get going home.
Okay, we'll do things together. Come on, Yoshi. Let's get things up and run.
Yoshi, here we go.
Yay! Bye-bye, everybody! Wow, Sonic the Hedgehog. I gotta say, you did great. You did a wonderful job doing the Jengas.
Thank you so much out there. And I always done a lot of hard things here.
You did great job. Hey, group in there, Amy.
I will do. You did a fantastic job. I always think about you.
Please don't hug me too hard.
You're always my hero. You better always be my hero. That's what you do. I'm the sidekick. I always give good thanks to him.
Doesn't seem like a bit following here. You know, every day is coming down here like
every day. Let's just do things for fun.
We'll do. Good night, folks.
Good night, everyone. Let's go home. Wait for me. I gotta get right into this.
Turn ones. Always best to think about them. On my way. Huh.
So, it's not that bad, actually. This game is definitely perfect for everybody who really likes it.
I always gotta say, it's a great part of the show. You're gonna love this one. Tough ones always be at last.
just like we have it always. Isn't that true, everybody? Because everybody really loves it. Don't you all agree?
Well, yes, I think we do agree.
Yeah, it's for everyone who wants to do the deals out there. Must be fine. Amazing. Best ever in the world.
I can say that this one's the only one who wants to try to think ahead. Probably everyone knows the information here. Lots of Jengas flying. Whoa, that is just lots of them tumbling. Tumbling down like a chimney. Honestly, I just couldn't say about this one here. I'm just gonna jump. Oh, come on.
Scavenger catch us up. It's time to get going home. And I think we might have some other choices that we have an option here. And to say about this one here, Mephone, I think we may need a problem with that one. What is it? Well, you'll see. There's one of the audiences that may have a solution to try to go with their answers. They couldn't figure out which one they're going for. And it might be very tough to find out who is going to stay in to come back in the game and then do it again. It might be tough so far, but there might be one rejoining contestant that will be heading back in the game. And there might be another one that we can try to think of it ahead. I think the audiences may have a hard time thinking to remember it so far. It may be tough, but I'm just saying though, it can be very hard to try to figure things out.
You'll see. Every day it turns out. We might find out who will it be in between the two range.
Yeah, I would have just think about that point. Maybe you should have a voting chart here. Would you like to do that, Mephone? Well, Gelatin, it's very hard to try to pick up a voting chart. I think the audiences may have a tough time here. But speak of the devil of the audiences, how about we let the viewers choose and get to decide who will be rejoining back in the game? There's 4 options here in between. That would be a great idea. I like that one. That one's always better. Unless you may have got the figure.
I always see that. Come on there, Son of Beast. I think we might have something special for you and me to be together.
I picked the creator of Son of Beast here. He has just style. Oh man, I really like yours. The best moment I've ever seen you.
Don't try to blame on me, please. Just try to blame on my creator. This one right over here. The Beasts always knows. Son of Beast always with flour.
I will know. It's just the only thing I can definitely imagine there.
Let's pick up the rest of the day and then head things up here for another day. It will be amazing that we can do it again and again. You bet it would.
Good night, folks. Let's go home.
I bet you do always.
Well, especially to say about this one here, I have for you guys here, audiences. Here are some 4 that will be on the board. First, A we have is Rooter. Then B we have a Sonic from Sonic X. C, which of course we have another one that brings things in here from the villain, Grounder. And D we have here is to bring things over, Sonia Princess Han. So you have a choice of your option. You have a lot of time to make a suggestion to see who is going to get back into the game. And for you, those of you on social media, the questions will be up on the board to figure it out. Who will it be? Anyway, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this one, and stick around for the next episode to bring things in for another one. Get home safe, fellas, and see you all for the next episode of the Deals. Adios. Until next time, remember to vote in the comment box below and see who will be back to the game to ready to face it for more. In between the two from those 2. I'm out of here. Mephone's gone. Good night.
Oh man, that is that.
Oh, hello! You just joined here for the end of the video. That's right, at this point of this ending episode. We also would like to thank with our wonderful audiences and also for the crews as much. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of episode 15.
It was definitely a great show. Like, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like button. Also, you can subscribe to his channel. Also, there are the links in the description here, right down here on social media, here on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. There's tons of stuff that you can definitely do at any time that you would like to see some more. Make sure to leave a comment down below. This will be an amazing show to enjoy the people who love it the most.
I could go for one thing. We all love these slow-mos of the Jenga's falling. We love that one. It's amazing to enjoy it so far. Even I really like to see things in slow motion here. If I fly really high, then I could definitely try to take it from here, flying out into the air and then fly across background where I came from. It's definitely what I really do from here back from season 2. You know, kind of cheating, and that's what I usually fly, right from the sky. It's definitely what everybody really loves. But here's the problem. There's one thing that may have been trying to be one of each parts. So one of you were saying that you can do this for part of a professional here with hot fires and gases or anything else in each other, or something professional stunt attempts. We would not recommend to try things any at home. So it's very dangerous, and someone could definitely hurt someone else at this point here. The moment of time it realizes it would be painful enough to try to hurt someone, and that is what we really think, that it could be an accident, or even of course an incident happening here, or for a lot of stuff. And if you've seen this part of the video here that happened in the last one, this is what would happen. You know, that was a little bad idea at this point, yeah. You could also get some blisters, some cuts, or even, of course, you could burn your hand at that point. No matter if it's on the gas or even, of course, burning sunscreens, they're not really burning your hands. It's just for your safety. You always want to try to keep it aware from yourself. So I would never try to do anything as much. It could definitely be a very painful way to get things right around it. In fact, I have one thing to say. It's a lot of rules technology. That's because that's what science is all about.
And to indeed it, of course, we've also got some tickets left here for the In Anime Insanity and a BFDI meetup here, so you can go ahead and click it right in the link in the description here to hit your tickets. But hurry, because the tickets will be running out very soon, and it will be all sold out right from here. That will be the Animation Epic and Jack and Jellyfy's YouTube channel page that will be meeting up here back in LA. That's across from Crypto.com Arena. Speaking of which one here, I've also seen so many people were thinking that they wanted to go, and it says, can I plan a time? Well, plan it right away, because you don't have time to think about it. You must do it your own schedule. That's your only other option. You might have to just do it here earlier, here before July 30th, or you could definitely go earlier enough here on July 27th, but all the tickets won't be there anymore, so you might have to do this one now before it's too late.
And here's a fun one for you. We have tons of deliberation here for the Lightbulb Plush, so if you make it there on time and you have attended here, you will receive a Lightbulb Plush. I remember this guy. I've always talked to him for most of the time here after the season 2 is already completed here, but it was cut short by the Sandy.
It is, honestly. The opinion was real. I wasn't even thinking that they were going to try to continue with the show here. I hope everything is turning out there okay. Make sure the homes are safe, even though it hit New Jersey already, so thank goodness we don't have to worry about the hurricanes anyway, because everything is already retired.
Yeah, it's definitely not true, honestly. Most opinions ever lasting at all.
And here's a good thing. It's free, so you can do it anytime you like there, but except it's here on July 30th. So you can do it at earlier time for your schedule. There's still more time left here to enjoy your plan. And for most importantly, they will have some tons of questions here. They have some signing drawings of your favorite characters, some taking photos of doing the voices, and I have to say, There's one thing I need to tell you the thing about this one here. Even I really like to do my own voice here. Thanks to one of my favorites, Justin, as also as playing here for Silver Spoon. But I definitely am the voice actor at this point. Well, in matter of fact here, he's also on Instagram. You can go ahead and follow him if you want. There's tons of stuff here to enjoy. And plus, they'll have some Q&As to answer. So feel free at any time if you like. They got lots of questions here, and with a bunch of stuff that you can do at any time they like. Plus, our live stream is definitely happening here on the MA Studio. It's a lot of fun.
And make sure to keep these eyes on here for one of the bestest part here of the character actors here. There's so much to say about this event, and I guess there's lots of stuff that happens here. And for one of you guys who really like being here as acting out, you can definitely be part of the acting of the show and also see how well you do. You can do any time if you like here. Even if you're not in California, you can make a trip from any other state to California here in downtown of Los Angeles. That's a tough one to be here right next to Inglewood here. And even before right now, the Super Bowl champions of the Rams.
Hold up on a side note. This also needs something else here to tell you. There is one thing that we always do. We also thank you for your support here on the Patreon. Also with the disclosure of this point. So we have a new one that we can bring up here. Introducing to ourselves coffee. I don't really see any points, so what's the comparison in between this one and that one here? Hey, but it's still like Patreon. It's the same thing that we always do. But we're not in Patreon anymore because now we have moved to another social media to show what the support of lovers who are out here. And for that, it is all that we do here. Like we do the same thing just like the BFDI crews of this part. Every day, every week. And along with the other views out there, there's a bunch of more, a worldwide of everywhere we go here, in between the two, from Animation Epic and the BFDI of Jack and Jellyfy. This was all that we bring here to succeed here. Everywhere we plan, we always take trips and make it easier happening here before. It's amazing that we really love to do this a whole time. Every year, every day here from the summer of the break. Jack and Jellyfy, from this part of this angle here of the BFDI, really like to be coming towards from Lightbulb. And there is one thing, Rocky Plush. You don't want to miss that one out here. So they have two, Lightbulb Plush and Rocky Plush, in between Animation Epic and the Jack and Jellyfy one. Michael, Carrie, Adam, you guys are the best.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this part of the special announcement here. I think it's about the time to just sell things to skedaddle here for an amazing new episode here on episode 16 of the deals. So make sure you keep tuning in here on Son of Beast, because there is tons of stuff here that we've also enjoyed. It's amazing to check everyone out to enjoy the characters here on the audiences. And also some amazing action scenes, and also the host of Luigi Guy.
And make sure you keep posting this one here for amazing videos here every week long. Here from every month to another day of a whole wise. I also emphasize that this was the only successful that we've always have met each other. Right, Paintbrush? This one is the best. Totally true. Worth it is, no credit out there. It's all what we can enjoy. Imagine that. Even when you guys can feel like you can definitely enjoy for us. Follow us here on social medias, here on Animation Epic of the Anime Insanity, and of course, Jack and Jellyfy of the BFDI. Every social media they post, everywhere they plan posting things here on social medias. It's just the only thing that we love to do and get things right onto the plan. So make sure you keep tuning us in for a special part of the MA Studio of the Meetup Plan. In between the two, from us to BFDIs of the character group.
So thanks for joining us here, and we also appreciate your support here for amazing of the new deals. Always up short and it's simple. Amazing to have all plans out there for amazing week. And for that, we are all finished here. So thank you all for joining us here. Until next time, peace out to everyone for a while as the deal style. Also keep your plans with you too. It's just a feeling that we've always been waiting for. Every video you get, every notification you will get. Until next time, bye! Bye!